If you clicked on this video, you're probably thinking, oh wow, an Overwatch player has something bad to say about Overwatch. This is warranted hate. Season 10 might be the worst season I have ever played in this game. Am I just saying that because I can? No.
I'm gonna break my monitor, I swear.
There's a lot of reasons that I'm going to go into, so please don't comment saying, yeah, Overwatch people will just complain about anything these days. Please just listen. Okay, what the fuck? A bit of my microphone just fell off. I think the Overwatch devs are coming for me. Please send help. So with the new season, you know, they added Mythic Prisms, which allow you to unlock all of the Mythic skins that came before this Battle Pass in the new Mythic store. Each base skin costs...
fail me.
Okay.
I'll be right behind you.
Interrupt me then. Each skin costs 50 Mythic Prisms, with each of its upgrades costing 10 Mythic Prisms each. So to fully max out a Mythic skin, you need 80 Prisms, which you do get throughout the entirety of the Battle Pass if you buy the premium version. You also get free currency this season, as they stated once. You get Overwatch coins. On top of this, the skins aren't the best, but they are decent. Some are okay. Some could be better. What is this? Like, what is this? This is not my... what have they done to my boy? And of course, you can't go a season without the complimentary Widow skin. So you would imagine all is fine, right? They've upgraded the Battle Pass, they've made the currency free. All is good, right? Wrong. Mythic Prisms are buyable, and I don't quite know what this currency translates to. Let me just go on Google. 10 Mythic Prisms are $8 US. So to buy an entire Mythic skin, which I will just quickly do the math for you now, that's $64 for one singular Mythic skin. I personally believe that they want to market this as, oh, they've just added this so the Battle Pass looks like more value. I truly believe they've added this because the game will die probably within a year, and they're trying to milk it for every single bit they can. The Mythic Prism was a good idea. Making them a buyable currency? Like, what are you doing? You've just completely taken all rarity out of the skins. Now they're just a buyable skin again. There is now no point in grinding the Battle Pass, which I have never bought and never will buy anyway. Something else I wanted to talk about, which doesn't really translate to the season as a whole. I think it's more associated with the declining player base. It's getting the Paladins treatment. If you are a high-ranked player and you try and queue with a low-ranked player, or even if you're just a few rank tiers away, it will class you as wide queue. And there was a streamer, which I will show on screen now, that was in queue for 13 hours. And even popular streamer Flat, shout out to Flat, you know, small YouTube creator, much smaller than me, not big at all. Queued for nearly an hour and a half, maybe a bit more. Can't remember off the top of my head, but I'll show a tweet on screen again. I think this is more due to the game's declining player base rather than this quality of the servers. And I don't think it will improve at all. And this one is a bit more picky, I guess. But the release of Venture came with the season. Obviously, they released them straight into comp. There is no legendary skin that accompanied Venture into this game, breaking the Overwatch tradition. Even Malga came into the game with 2 skins, Bone Splinter and Magma. And in previous releases like Lifeweaver and Alari, they always did introduce one skin, usually with 2 separate color patterns. But back in the good old days, they were actually released with 2 sets of skins, which was, you know, we took it for granted apparently. Now, the only skins we have to show for Venture is 4 colors, which I will say they are quite different. Typically, the blue skins for characters feel quite not very good. But on Venture, they seem to fit well. I can't quite explain why. And this is one that I discovered myself on livestream. Check me on livestream, you don't want to be live. If you go into a custom game, if you enable the assault maps and then try to select the map, Hanamura is fucking gone. They've yoinked it out of here. And there was a Reddit post about this saying Hanamura is now unplayable, and a Blizzard dev responded 3 days ago by the way, saying they took it out due to a lighting bug. Do you know how incompetent you have to be to spend more than 3 days fixing a lighting bug when the map has already been a map at some point where there was no lighting bugs? It is not hard. Obviously, there will never be any confirmation of this, but what I think happened is when they were making Hanaoka and they were coding all the bullshit into it, they used a lot of similar terms with Hanamura in the coding, which resulted in the 2 maps somehow clashing. So instead of fixing that bug, they just straight up removed Hanamura. And I think they thought, no one plays Hanamura anyway, they'll never notice. So they took it off the maps, but they noticed immediately. So they backtracked with this excuse saying, oh, it's just a lighting bug, it'll be back in a few days. You cannot convince me. That is what happened. Like, Blizzard used to be respectable, but now you can't trust the developers. As much as I want to say the developers themselves are probably lovely people and they're just taking orders, it's a scummy company now. And the new Clash game mode, I want to give them praise for attempting to make a new game mode, but it's way too fast. The game mode is way too fast. It should not be put into comp under any circumstances. I can see what they were going for. I'm glad that they didn't put it into comp and they kept it in arcade. It is a limited time trial, so I can't say, oh, I hate Season 10 because of Clash. It is just a trial. But if they don't fix this and they release this as part of Season 10 as a addition midway, if they don't fix it, it will be bad. There's no other way to sugarcoat it. It will be bad. Also, something that came with this season, which I'm not sure how long it's been apparent for, there was a bit of controversy on Twitter where a student attending an esports college was suspended or banned from the game for using the words fuck and shit. And they fully defended their decision. They were like, oh, we don't appreciate vulgar language. It's in the code of conduct. Then why do you have a profanity filter? The game has a profanity filter. Why would they have it if they were just going to be like, oh, well, doesn't matter, ban anyway? It feels almost pointless, especially since there is multiple voice lines in the game that have swear words in that you would 100% get banned for if you said them now, simply based on this information. The only good thing that has came out of the season, which I will give them kudos for, is the new streamer mode. It is probably the best thing they've added, which is hilarious that it was the best thing they've added, but it's the simplest thing. Also, I'm not going to go into it, but these lever penalties for quick play are dog shit and they should be reverted immediately. There's a reason that it is quick play. There is a reason that people can replace you if you leave. It's supposed to be like that. But other than that, I don't really have any other complaints. I'm not going to shit talk the game. I'm not going to lie and be like, oh, the game is bad because this and this. I'm going to include things that you've added in Season 10, which is just everything I've said. There's loads more I can go in about why I don't like the game. I could go into the hitbox changes, which I don't think did the game better, by the way. I could go into the health changes, which for specific heroes like Hanzo has made the game unplayable for Hanzo mains, simply because it's no longer a one-shot headshot unless you have a pocket, but that's not why I'm here. This is Season 10 only. This is why I think the season is incredibly bad. There's barely anything good that came with it, and I hope they fix a lot in Season 11, and I hope by Season 12, when we get Space Ranger, that it will hopefully be the game that I once loved, but I doubt it will be. I want to thank you all for watching. I want to say, if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. I do live stream nearly every day-ish, depends. So you can find me on all my social medias as well to figure out when I am streaming. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you have an amazing day. And I pray you have not spent $64 on a Mythic skin. That's all I have for you. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much for watching my video, guys. And I'll see you in the next video.